Welcome back to Living Free Forever. My name is Melody. If you're new to this channel, I'm so happy to have you here. Today we are going to Tampa to look at some houses, renting and to buy. We will look at the western part of Tampa, west of 275. And we'll go to different areas. And remember, this is city, this is Tampa. And I will hit more suburbs for those of you who prefer suburbs. But today, that's where we're going. So let's go. This is the first house we're going to see, 3111 North Woodrow Avenue. I have no idea what type of neighborhood this is. That's why I like to drive through and see for myself. Of course, you could check city-data.com, areavibes.com, other websites to find out statistics, demographics. But just so you know, it's changing very quickly. A lot of the old houses are going, brand new houses are going up. So what might have not been such a great neighborhood is changing. I'm not saying this was good or bad. I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing because there's a lot of new houses replacing old ones. And we'll get more information, as always, at the end of the video to look at the insides of these houses on Zillow. Remember, you could use other sites, Trulia, Realtor.com, Redfin, as many of you have mentioned. So don't just stick to one website. It's good to get information from the different websites. What I read on the internet was that this is supposed to go all the way from Tampa to Orlando like an expressway. This is Gandy Boulevard. That's what I was reading. That'd be really cool and a much faster way to get to Orlando. Straight shot. So we just passed the university, as you can see. There's a lot of new stuff going on, but they're literally just knocking things down and putting new stuff up. I'm not sure the name of this river. I'll have to look on the map. Brand new condos or apartments, not sure. Looks like they just knocked something else down, putting sewer in so they could build more. As you can see, there's still a lot of old houses right here. I'm curious as to the house we're going to see first because it's new and I think there's other new ones on the same street or nearby. I hear it's not so good for you to be living right next to something like that. Okay, this is the house. There was no way I would live next door to that. So, there you have it. And they still want $281 for it. No, no, no. That's why you come out and look at houses and don't buy sight unseen. You can see they're building more brand new houses right on the street. They would have to lower the prices, I think, to get people to live next to the electrical thing over there. All right, the next house we're going to go see is actually a rental. Some of you wanted me to show you rentals. It's about 2 miles from here. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 1,695 square feet, $1,600 a month. Is that new? Looks new. Missed recording a few brand new houses. Actually, it was like a whole block of new houses. Very interesting. Now, if you're going to rent a house, and I'm not a fan But sometimes you need to if you have kids and dogs, and because most apartments will only allow 2 people per bedroom and up to 2 dogs, and certain breeds are not allowed and all that. So you may just be the type of person who wants to spread out and need to rent for a little while. And but the thing is, just be careful who you're dealing with. Make sure you're not getting scammed. Florida is known for people getting scammed. Our own viewers have been scammed, like going through Craigslist or something like that. And keep in mind too that they may not come right away if the air conditioning goes out. Most good apartments have good reviews. They'll be there to take care of it. Or if you have a leak or something else goes wrong in your house, power goes out and you can't get it fixed. Usually in an apartment complex, as long as they're decent people, decent complex, they'll take care of it immediately. So some landlords are awesome, great, they'll take care of you right away, but others not so much. Some of you rent homes, you could tell me your experience below. I'd like to know, and tell me what state you're in as well. And also, if it says washer, dryer, hookups available, try to get them to put a washer, dryer in it. If not, try to find another house, because you might move and then you have to drag those washer, dryers with you. If they break, you got to fix them. To get somebody out to fix washer, dryers, like $300. Now they're computerized, these new ones. So even if you're a handy guy, these parts it gets expensive. So try to get that included, and many homes will have that included already. The other thing you want to look out for when renting a home is to find out all the details ahead of time. Most that I've been reading want an application fee for each person 18 and over. So if you got kids that are 18, they've got to pay $50 or $99. If you have a husband, a wife, 2 kids over 18, that's $400 in application fees. These look old. Are they knocking it down?
Looks like it.
Yeah, look at that. They're knocking those down. Probably going to build new condos or something. Check to see if they want you to cut the lawn and take care of all that, because I've seen houses that say you've got to take care of pest control, take care of the grass, and others say they take care of everything. That's what you want. And if it's a townhome or a condo, check to see, make sure all the fees are included. Most usually are, but sometimes they nickel and dime you and you end up paying $1,800 a month instead of $1,400 like you thought. So just be careful. Read the details, ask lots of questions. Have a notebook. You know how I like my notebooks, and write all the little questions you have that you want to ask so you don't forget. If you like dancing, Palladium Tampa. You could find out about restaurants, clubs, bars on the internet. Check out Google reviews. I like Yelp. We use Yelp for everything. See what kind of reviews they have. So you'll know if you should waste your money and time. Well, this looks nice. These people take care of their house, and that one's nice. The street's actually pretty nice. Seems clean and nice. Yep. This one has bars on his window. I tell you, if you have those hurricane windows, you won't have to worry too much about anyone breaking in. I don't care if you're in a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood. But yeah, several of these houses have bars across their door fronts or on the windows. That's weird, and it looks so nice and neat and clean. I wonder how much trouble they actually have. Again, check out those websites and it'll tell you the crime rate for a particular zip code. Well, you know what, guys? I think somebody already rented this house out, or they're moving out, because it's right here. You see, there's a U-Haul. So there you go. It looks like a nice house, but I'm afraid they may have rented that out already, or moving out. I don't know. But it looks like a really nice house. And that house looks kind of new, or newer. So I can't say if it's safe or not safe. It looks nice. There's kids running around on the street, but there's bars on windows as well, so I don't know. Next house, not too far, and it is 803 West Sly Avenue. 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1983 square feet, $329,000. I was looking for newer homes, but I'm not sure exactly what year this is. I'll show it to you at the end of the video. when we look on the inside of the houses. So this house is going to be on Sly. It's a main road, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to slow down since there's traffic behind us. Some apartments, the sanctuary, senior service. There's a lot of senior service. If you're retiring, there's plenty of places that have senior gatherings. You don't have to be old, just over 55. Oh look, Zoo, Tampa, Lowry Park, right there. How about that? I forgot. This whole neighborhood's got like busch gardens.
Maybe where that's for sale.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I can't slow down, but I just want to show you where it is. The zoo's like walking distance. Sorry guys, I couldn't really get a close-up of that. So let me put in the next house. Okay, so this next one is 8002 North Newport Avenue, 317,000. So we're back on Sly. Oh look, there's a river here. And people with little boats. That's a kind of a nice thing if you're on a canal. You have to be careful of flooding. Oh, there's the house again. Boy, the zoo's like right there. How cool. And this is a nice main road, so you can jump on a bus if you want to get somewhere and not worry about driving. I know I talk about that all the time, and most of you can care less about driving. You don't mind driving. It just is a me thing, I think. Well, this is a pretty road with these old trees. Oh, look, there's a park over here. Look at that. I like parks. Zoo Tampa right there. So this has to be it because I remember the diamond in the driveway when I was looking on the internet. And around the windows, you see that it has some place to put the shutters, so that's nice. You have a brand new house over here. Have an older house there. But I'm pretty sure in about 5 years, 10 years, it'll all be new again. Pretty wild how that works. Circle of life. If I remember correctly, I think this house has an in-law suite in the back. It's 2118 West Skagway Avenue, 350,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2,161 square feet. Just saying, most of the cars in the driveways are nice, middle class type of cars. It looks nice to me. I mean, yes, we have some old houses, but overall, it seems like a nice neighborhood with like regular people, whatever regular is. So we passed a few apartments, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Whoa, Belara Lakes, B-E-L-A-R Lakes, if you want to look it up. Carlisle apartment homes. I'm going to do a whole video, another video, because I've done it before, but I'm going to do another one, or how I look for apartments. I'm a little finicky, maybe too finicky, but that's how I am. So if you're not as finicky as I am, it'll be easier for you to find an apartment. I've got strict rules as far as what I'm looking for. So stay tuned for that. This one's called The Park. Washer and dryer now available. It's another apartment here. Called Windsor Manor Apartment Homes. Okay, as usual, we got old mixed with new. Fences in the front. Some towns like Northport won't allow you to have a fence in the front of your house like this unless you have been grandfathered in. Oh, here's the house right here. See, there is a in-law in the suite in the back. That's nice, and you can close this gate here. You got the privacy fence. So, nice.
One next door, though.
This one's for sale too. Let me get the sign.
That's a huge tree. Yeah,
it's a huge tree. That's the sign for this little house. It looks cute. Look at this tree. Look at that. This is another rental, 5312 North Suwannee Avenue. Usually the more you pay, the nicer it is, the better location it is, but not always. That's why we're taking a drive. Straight ahead, you can see downtown Tampa. So you can see it's all very close to the city if you want to have a little nightlife. I'm in my pajamas at 6 p.m. so I don't get out much. So this road has lots of little stores and businesses, and I see a lot of brand new restaurants. Like this one looks new. It's called the Sea House.
Looks nice.
It looks nice. Cheesecake. Chocolatier, it says. That looks like a place to stop. A lot of coffee shops. Everybody drinks coffee. I wish I liked coffee. Noah loves coffee. He knows everything about coffee. Check that place out. It's washers and dryer machines outside. I've never seen that before. That's pretty wild. Okay, downtown's that way, so we're heading east on this road. So we're in Seminole Heights, if you were wondering, if you want to look that up on the internet. It's right there, and it's on or off a main highway. This is called East Hillsboro. The neighborhood looks nice enough, you know, older but nice. And the last house is a rental, 5909 North Central Avenue. And of course, please do your own research. Type in the houses you want. If you only need a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, maybe there's something tiny, a little cottage somewhere. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1472 square feet, 1450. This one looked a little older. I'm just showing it to you just so you can see what you can get for a certain amount of money in the city. The city is definitely more expensive, you know, for older homes, but you just never know unless you look. So it depends on how badly you want to live in an area. If you really, really, really want to live in the city, then, you know, don't forget you got condos and you've got townhomes, and I'm not showing too many of those for you because I can't get into the communities to drive by. But do your search and you could find them, but keep an eye on those HOA fees. So you got yourself a Starbucks on this corner of this neighborhood. Now this neighborhood actually looks really nice. Since there's cars behind us, I'm not going to be able to stop, so I'm just showing you the houses. They're really nice. I like this neighborhood a lot. This is my favorite neighborhood so far. Yep, that's it. It actually looks really nice on the outside. Can you turn down the street here? I want to see the side of the house. So it's on a corner. That's kind of nice. Oh, see that air conditioning? I bet it's not central air conditioning. You have to have central air conditioning. Maybe these old houses don't have them. Well, thanks for driving around with us. So let's go online and go inside these houses to see what they look like. If you're not a fan of the city, don't fret. You can stop watching now if you're not interested on the inside. But stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to try to get to all different places. I do want to get to the other side of Tampa, on the other side of 275, because there's a lot of new houses going up there. And I'll talk about that a little bit later, but they're like a lot more affordable, like 165, 175. But I think you have to be income qualified, and I'm going to show you a website as far as what that all means. First house, 3111 North Woodrow Avenue. I hope I get these houses in order that we saw them. Of course, $281,900, built in 2007. As we could see, it's not inexpensive to live in or near the city. Public water. Usually in the city, you're going to have public water, sewer. When you start going out into suburbs down here, you'll see many houses with septic and well water. This is what I like to look at to see if there was any price changes. In July, they were asking $295, now $289, and then $284, and then now it's $281. Taxes, $3,411. All right, let's see inside of this house. Like I said, it was nice from the outside. Wasn't this the house with all that electric next door? I don't care how nice the house was. I just don't think I could live next to that. What do you guys think? Is that dangerous to live next door to something like that? I'm just afraid it would cause like tumors or something like that. But it's a nice house. All right, this one was a rental. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, $16.95 square feet, $1,600. And make sure you click more because it'll show you, more information. Like this says there is a washer and dryer hookup. Again, ask if they can put a washer and dryer in it. If not, keep looking. You want a landlord to be flexible, and it'll give you an idea of how flexible they are. Of course, the higher demand, the less they're going to want to help you because they've got maybe a long list of people trying to get into a certain area. Let's see, $1,600 a month plus $1,600 security deposit as long as there is no evictions on your record. It will be ready for move-in beginning of February. $65 per each adult over 18 years old. So that gets expensive if you have 2 or 3 kids 18 or over in your household and your sibling and you got your mother living with you. You must bring home at least $4,500 a month in income and have pay stubs to prove it. If you're interested in viewing the home, please give me a call. This is why I highly suggest that if you can't get a job before you leave your state, that one of you, your husband, wife, partner, whatever, comes down and try to get a job. And if you can't, you could stay at an Airbnb. And if you're single, you don't need to rent out a whole Airbnb. You can rent a room out just till you get on your feet. And I'm going to do a whole nother video just on how to search on Airbnb and what you're looking for. Because with Airbnb, you don't need big deposits or any deposits. You just need your credit card. And if your credit score is bad, you may have a hard time getting one, but you can get one of those debit cards. That'll work as well. So I just want to give you a heads up, but I'll do another separate video on that. Or you could stay at one of those extended stays. They usually have washer, dryer, a kitchenette. But if you have a whole family, kids, dogs, and all that, you may not be able to stay. You can, but the extended stay might be a little crowded for you. So that's why I'm saying Airbnb. Keep in mind, Florida is very expensive to stay anywhere if you're coming during the winter time. Summer is much more affordable because the tourists aren't coming down, especially in southern Florida. Now, if you're talking Pensacola north, it'll be crowded in the summer because it's colder up there. So it all depends on where in Florida you're moving to. So it's sold in November for $140,000. I bet this house is worth double now if they were to try to sell it, because the houses started going up a lot in 18. We started going up in 2017, but 18 and went through the roof, all the prices. So let's look at the pictures. It actually looked like a nice house from outside. You got Formica, no granite, but you gotta take what you can afford, and it's nice, it's clean looking. That's all we really need, especially if you're only going to stay for 1 year. Some will let you stay short term, like 6 months, but most want you to stay for a full year. This one, I really liked the location. It was right next to the zoo. And you could see how Route 275 is right here. So today we were like in this area. And downtown is south of here. Let me zoom down here so you can see. See downtown? So this would be a straight shot if you had to get to work. And the next time, well, I don't know next time, but soon, I want to check this side of 275. It's near USF. USF, I think, is up here somewhere. University. Museum of Science and Industry. You've got Busch Gardens. And these were the houses I was telling you about. They were much lower. So this one was $329,000. It was on a main road where you could pick up a bus. Let's see, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's nice having a 4th bedroom. And this is a large house, 1,983 square feet. It's actually nice because if you have company or you want to make an office, you work from home. So let's scroll down here. It's been on Zillow for 100 days already. So they listed it in September for $349, October $339, November $329, and they're probably going to drop it another 10 to $319. Interesting, isn't it? It's brand new, so it's freshly painted. It has a wood fence that'll last you a few years. Unfortunately, there's no screened patio. I suppose you could put one in yourself. See, what the cool thing is about living in Florida, southern Florida, I don't know about Tampa. I don't know what kind of, if you can grow the trees that we grew in like Northport, because we can have lemon trees, mango, orange trees. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. I like the floor. Otherwise I would. But look how nice and open, so you can put the furniture where you want. Let's see here. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not a fan of white. I've mentioned that to you before. Feng Shui, I saw a TV program on those house shows that we all love, but they were saying something about white kitchen cabinets. It has something to do with death, and it's not something people who are into Feng Shui prefer. They prefer, but everybody's putting white cabinets everywhere, so I don't know what one would do about that. But I like, see how it's all the same floor. Love that. Very nice. Nice simple house. I think this was my favorite today, as far as all the houses between the house and the location. It was my favorite. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. That's a large house. 2,250 square feet. $317,999. I'm always looking to see if there's any hurricane windows, because very few put the hurricane windows on, but they have like the shutters that go on top, which is fine. Oh, look at that septic tank. That's not horrible, but as long as it's brand new, that'll last you a little while. But if it's an old house with a septic tank, just have $6,000 to $10,000 in your pocket to replace it if something goes wrong. You might be lucky, it might last a while, and maybe you won't. Same with air conditioning. Anything over 10 years, just have another $10,000 in your pocket just in case you need to replace it. You can't live down here in the summer without air conditioning. Water, public, so that's good. But like I said, it's a new house, a septic tank will last you a little bit. And especially if you take care of it. Have it pumped out as often as they tell you to. Have it, maintained, and it'll last longer than you think. I do like the brick pavers a lot. Now, you have to keep in mind you might have grass growing between, so you're going to have to be pulling. Now this is interesting. It's a little different. Most islands are in the middle of the kitchen. This is off to the side. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's alright. I've never seen it. I'd have to actually be cooking in the kitchen to tell you, but I think it might work out. It's just different, isn't it? What do you think? Do you like that there? So wood floors throughout. Love it. So that's all. I had a few extra houses, so I hope this video doesn't get too long. This one, I really like the house. Neighborhood, all of them today were nice and not nice, depending on, the houses. Some were nice, some weren't. Some had those little bars on the windows, and it made me wonder, is this a bad neighborhood or good neighborhood? Because they looked okay. So this is a 2015, $350,000. That's a lot of money. I can't wait to show you Northport, because there's houses, more like a $250 with a quarter-acre lot, brand new. And those houses during the crash were like $85,000, $100,000. Isn't that just crazy how the prices went up? So we have 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, not including the in-law suite. The home is conveniently located 4.5 miles from Busch Gardens, 4.5 miles from Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 11 miles from Tampa International Airport. I love being near the airport because we like to travel, and I know I want to go back up to Ohio to see my family, so I could just jump on the plane and be there in 2.5 hours. Bonus, this house includes a detached 1-bedroom and 1-bathroom in-law suite with a kitchen in the rear of the house. Have your in-laws stay in detached suite. I love it. Now I wonder if you could post this up on Airbnb. Every city has their own rules and laws. I think you could, because I see homes on Airbnb, I think, in this area. So you'd have to find out to make sure you could do that. And that could help pay your rent, as I was saying in another video. Or if you have company who wants to stay, all winter, they're not going to bother you and you're not going to bother them. This is just listed, actually. November, $350,000. We're in January. It hasn't sold yet, so we'll see if the prices come down or not. So if you saw on the video part, this actually can slide across your driveway. Not that it's going to stop anybody from jumping over to get in your house if they wanted to. The pavers on the back, that's nice. A nice big refrigerator. Some brown cabinets. I prefer that than the white. Even though the white looks bright and, open and new looking. 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs. That's nice. You got kids, you put them up there, grandkids, and feed them all at once. It's like a little bar. Now, I don't know if I'm in the main house or if I'm in the in-law suite. I'm thinking I might be in the in-law suite. Is this the bedroom? Because look, there's a sink in the bedroom. I'm thinking this is the in-law suite, but I don't know. It's my guess. And this looks like it's the main house because it's large. Tile floor. Tile really helps keep the house cool. Our dog, Cookie, oh, I keep forgetting to show him. I know you folks are asking to see him. He's going to be 14 in April, and when it gets hot in the summer, he likes to lie down on tile. It's a nice house. It's big. Now, what's this? You see that back there? That's the in-law suite. What's this here? Do you think that's the in-law suite? It's like a business being run here. It looks like little mailboxes. I'm not sure. Okay, so now we are at this property, $21.50 per month. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2,100 square feet. Location, location, location. The heart of historic Seminole Heights. So I'd have to say, from driving around, Seminole Heights seems to be overall a pretty nice area and not far from downtown. And you're close to Interstate 275. I think it's pretty good. Now this particular one, I didn't realize. I thought it was a huge house, but what it is 2 different, I think they call it a townhouse. I always called it a duplex, so I don't know if that's a difference. Wrote down security deposit, $2,000 and full first month rent. Lawn care included in rent. So that's important to know, because if you're renting, probably like, I don't want to do yard work. And you want to find out if you do have well water when renting a house, if you are in charge of the monthly putting that salt in, that you got to put some kind of salt. I've never had it myself, but people tell me monthly they put it in their system. If you're renting, hopefully they take care of that for you. In-unit laundry, lawn care included in rent, parking available. So it's sold just recently for $273,000. It was originally listed for $290,000, so they got it for $273,000, and maybe their plan is just to rent it out while they're working back up north, and then maybe they decide when they move in 5-10 years, when they retire, they'll have a home. Or maybe they're just investors renting it out. Hard to say. Let's check out the pictures. That is a nice porch to sit on. Nice kitchen. Look how big. I always think when I see these big kitchens, you can get one of those rolling islands. So if you want to have like another space here, and then you can push it out of your way when you're done with it. But that would come in handy, like where if you can do like a cutting board. You can make it yourself if you're handy. But yeah, nice cabinets, big kitchen, big refrigerator. You know, the one thing I don't like about, because I had one of the refrigerators that open on both sides, if you have like a cake for a birthday party, you know, those big sheet cakes, they don't fit in there. Or a big turkey, it's kind of hard sometimes to fit. But I prefer this type of refrigerator if I ever were to get another one, if I owned a house. Right now in the apartment, it's not very big, and thank God our grocery store is walking distance. That's our refrigerator, Publix grocery store, because I don't have enough room to put all the food that our kids eat. Wood floor or vinyl that looks like wood, that seems to be pretty popular. But that's very nice. Look how pretty. And this is literally right next to a main road, so you could jump on a bus or just, you know, get on the road. Now this one actually looked nice outside, and I like this neighborhood. Bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,472 square feet, 1,450. That's pretty good for this and where it is. Nestled in beautiful old Seminole Heights, so there must be 2 Seminole Heights. If you live here, you could tell me. It says Old Seminole, and then I've seen just Seminole Heights. Not far from 275, north of Hillsborough Avenue. That's like a main road, Hillsborough Avenue. Downtown Ybor. I've never seen Ybor spelt that way, but that's interesting, because normally I see Y-B-O-R. I wonder if it's also spelt that way, or if that's just a typo. Don't know. Tampa International Airport, literally just right there. Small dogs allowed. So remember, if you've got pets, make sure that they take them. And boy, I've seen one house, they wanted $600, non-refundable for a dog. I look at my little Chihuahua and I think he's not even practically a dog. He's so tiny and he doesn't move. He's old and he just sits there. I would not pay $600. You know, they charge differently. It's so weird. So they were asking, look at this. Here's a perfect example. In November, they were asking $1,595. They couldn't find a renter. So in December 18, they changed it to $1,450. If they don't get a renter, they might lower it to $1,400. So this is on a corner lot, which is kind of nice. It's really nice to have at least a 1-car garage. Like I said, you want to try to keep your car out of the sun. That's pretty. Nice floor. Oh, this is the house that had the air conditioner unit out of a window. So I'm guessing it doesn't have central air for the whole house. I don't know for sure. Sometimes in big houses, they just don't cool enough in one room, so maybe they just added an air conditioner. Now, what is that? Green floor? Kitchen. Let's, I guess not, because look, this room also has an air conditioning unit. This is kind of nice, ready to go garden. If you like gardening, that's kind of nice. All right, here's, I just wanted to show you. This is a place we did not see today. It's the same area. Here's at West Waters Avenue. 1,150. I'm sure you're saying that's much better, you know, if you're looking to keep that under $1,200 a month. But it's only 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's townhomes in Las Palmas, all appliances included with washer, dryer. Excellent. Large kitchen, dining room, living area, half bath downstairs, gated community. No carpet downstairs. That's nice. It says cats and small dogs allowed. You have dishwasher, dryer, garbage disposal, microwave, range, oven, refrigerator, washer. Built in 2004. Keep in mind, the older the house, especially the further south you go in Florida, the more humidity there is. So the house can have a musty, or apartments can have musty, mildewy, moldy smell. And if you're allergic like I am, you need to be careful. Try to stick with newer places if you can. Sometimes even remodel and it's still, you could still smell that mustiness. Nice new appliances, that's nice. It's not very big, but you know, you don't need a lot of space. When you're in Florida, you live outside quite a bit. Hopefully you're out and about doing stuff and enjoying what the state has to offer. I'm going to save this for next time, but I just want to give you like a little preview. I don't know if it'll be next time, but maybe next week. Let's just look at this one real quick because I'm going to show you some other ones when I do that video. So this is a brand new house. You see that we were here today. This is Sulphur Springs. And I want to read something to you so you can start doing your homework so you can understand better than what I know. It says, under construction, owner occupants only. I think what they're trying to do is have a community where people own and live in their homes. When people own and live in their own homes, they seem to take care of their property a little bit better. Brand new homes are available at affordable prices in Sulphur Springs. Read this here. Household income limits and other restrictions apply. So I want you to take a look at this page. It's Tampa gov.net/housing. You could just type in Tampa mortgage assistant program, and this is going to explain to you what I'm talking about with these next set of houses. The city of Tampa offers down payment assistance loans to income eligible home buyers of property within the city limits of Tampa. The loan is a second position behind primary financing from a mortgage lender and is typically known as a silent second because of the 0% rate and 0% monthly payment. The deferred payment loan can remain silent as long as the property continues to be the owner's primary residence and owner occupied. The program provides up to, remember it's up to, not just $14,999, it's up to assist income eligible first time home buyers to achieve the dream of home ownership. Here are the basic highlights. Potential buyer must begin process with one of 4 approved housing counseling agencies and must not be under contract before receiving a reservation number. The $14,999 max award, max down payment up to 20% of the purchase price or $10,000, whichever is less, towards the down payment. Closing cost, 50% of closing costs up to a maximum of $4,999. Okay, fully forgivable after 5 years. Well, that's pretty nice, assuming still owner-occupied. Income calculated based on household income, not just the loan applicant. So, if you got grandma, grandpa living with you, that would all count. Household income must be below 140% area median income. I have no idea what that means. So if you know, please feel free to try to explain it or even make a video and then let me know that you put it up so we could send our people to you so you can explain that a little bit better. Debt ratios, minimum credit score, maximum purchase is this here. So it makes me wonder if this house here, where it says it's only 165, do they really mean it's 165, or do you think it's not counting that 20% up to 20% down, because they don't always give you exact right price when you see these posts. I've seen where there's little things that say otherwise. It'll say up to or starting at, or in this case it's some kind of limit. So I don't know. You'd have to find out. Please don't ask me any questions about this particular page, because I don't understand any better than you do what this all means, other than it seems to be trying to get people into homes where they normally maybe could not afford to do so. It says total of $2,000 investment from the borrower with a minimum of $1,000 from borrower's own verifiable funds. I personally recommend that no one buys a house if that's all you have. There's always something that goes wrong with the house, even brand new. I really do think you need 3 to 6 months cash saved up at least in case something happens. I also read somewhere, and I don't know if it's here, but the waiting list is 4 to 5 years. With the government shut down right now, nothing's happening. This has been pending for a little while now, and it makes me wonder if because they're using this assistance that they can't even get the process underway because the government's closed down, or maybe their credit score wasn't good enough, or maybe they're not making enough money to afford the house, but it's been pending for a little while. Banks and the government are always super duper slow. So let's just scroll down. If it truly was $165,900, that'd be so nice. That's like a nice middle class housing price. I think most people fit around this range. Like I said, next video, or one of the future videos, we'll be covering these type of houses in the neighborhood, because I want to know how nice these neighborhoods are. I think it'll be similar to today, or maybe even not as nice, but they're trying to make it nice by putting these new homes in and trying to make them owner occupied. So I think that's a cute little house. 15, 16, I think that's a perfect size house. If it was just Rick and me, or even with the kids living with us, it's still, I think this is a perfect size house. There's not any granite, but that's okay. You're trying to keep the price down, so you're keeping it simple. Simple is good for me. Kitchen for Micah. So for the price, I think it's perfect. Location, I don't know anything about it. I'm going to have to take a look, but we got a few more pictures here. So what do you guys think? You like this one? You like the house? Like the price? Oh, that's a nice big closet. No carpeting. You see how excited I get? Thank you so much for being with me. Please click the notification bell so you can get notified when I put new videos up. And most importantly, don't forget to live a passionate life.